Andre and I came out to Apalachicola today to meet up with David Akubian. He's one of our Tamron ImageMaster pros.
And he's been coming to Apalachicola for at least 10 years. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff, shimmy, shimmy, pow.
Oh boy, you're in rare form today. So we're in Apalachicola.
If you were gonna pronounce
Apalachicola?
in, Long Island.
Apalachicola.
So what is that Italian meat?
Capicola?
Gabagool.
Yeah, if this was Long Island, it'd be Apalachicola.
Yeah. This is it. Must be the place.
Ready for us.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
David, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Welcome to Apalachicola.
What are we shooting this morning?
Well, we had a bald eagle, about a 3-year-old, coming down trying to grab something off the shore. So
It's a
he still
3-year-old.
has the terminal band and some of the markings on his face.
The terminal band.
The terminal band, and he knows
I like
its
that.
age already.
The murder geek.
Unbelievable.
Terminal band.
Unbelievable. I
To me,
don't
that
even know what
sounds
that
like,
means.
I feel like it's like a derivative of Arcade Fire.
I don't know what Arcade Fire is.
I don't
Sorry.
know what that is. I don't know what he's talking about.
This really is like a bird haven.
I might get my
phenomenal.
camera and take a picture of that. Oh, the light's still nice on
Well,
that.
you
shrimp hook
should
right there.
because otherwise you're missing some great opportunities.
I
Don't
think
miss
so.
it, Kenny.
I think
Just
I
don't
gotta
miss
go
it.
get my
Just
camera.
Be careful and look up because the osprey can drop a stick in your head because it's coming back.
Is he coming back? Look at him.
Yeah, here it comes
Holy cow,
again.
he's totally lost.
I really wanted just a shot of it dropping a stick on Ken's head.
That would be funny. When we got there, it was just before sunrise, and the light was really warm on the shrimp boat, so that's actually where I started. Then I took out the Tamron SP150 to 600. I got a couple of nice ones, I think. Some pelicans skimming along atop the water.
Ken was shooting 15 frames a second. Maybe he got one. I was just waiting for that right moment, clicking the shutter, and boom.
Moments like this are unbelievably peaceful.
Absolutely.
Ken, I just got it. I just got it.
What do we say? Peaceful?
In one shot.
That's it.
I don't know.
Killer.
I feel like a lot of times
That's amazing.
a lot of people like think a motor drive is important. You just have to wait for the moment and click.
Wait for the moment and get it.
all
And you
you-
got it?
Right there. Done.
Kind of finished. You guys want to get some oysters for breakfast, Andre?
Oysters for breakfast.
I detest oysters.
Hey, Andre, do you want some oyster cake and eggs?
Oyster sauce on eggs for breakfast. Maybe I'll just stay here.
It's a centuries-old culture of the oyster fishing industry.
David took us down to the East Point Pavilion to meet some of the locals.
I've made a really good connection with a lot of the people, and I see how important it is to keep it the way that it is and continue enjoying what we found down here on the Forgotten Coast.
This is my Uncle Fred's seafood market. Right by that, that's my cousin's Mike. What would y'all like?
Everyone that we've met in Apalachicola is really friendly and willing to talk about their experiences.
David, over the past few years, has gotten very friendly with them and has even been able to photograph them.
The personality of these people is what this place is all about.
Okay.
All right. They drive at the perfect speed
Drive you crazy.
to drive you crazy.
We ready?
For what?
I figured we'd go on a little riverboat cruise on the Apalachicola River, and hopefully, in addition to just some beautiful scenes, we'll get a chance to photograph some birds of prey. We might even see an alligator or 2 or 3 or 4.
Did you bring the chicken?
Andre doesn't realize it, but I put some in his back pocket.
That's gonna be awesome.
And you know how I am. I'm not a big fan of embellishment. So
Just to be clear, right now,
this is
unbelievable. Hold on, just don't turn. Nobody move.
it's a man and his dog in a golf cart. And the dog is loving every second of this drive.
And we're doing 12 miles per hour.
So be looking for an anchor and an oak tree on the right, and it'll say Rivercrest.
Okay,
All right, and he said just go down there and we'll see him.
we'll see him.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun. While we were here, we had arranged to go up the Apalachicola River and some of the tributaries to photograph different things from a perspective of the river versus from the shoreline.
People that are into birds are really into birds, and he's one of those people.
David is amazing with birds. He can spot a bird a half a mile away on a wire and say that's the double-breasted, yellow-bellied sapsucker twin toe.
My passion is the outdoors and nature, especially birding. I've been a birder long before I was even a photographer. That when I was a kid, I had bird guides and field guides, and I've always just enjoyed that aspect of it. And combining the passion of coming to a place like Apalachicola and being able to photograph them is just always special to me.
There are controlled forest fires that are happening in one of the parks, and
Because of the smoke, the sun became this gigantic golden orb and the sky turned this reddish orange color.
the sunset looked otherworldly.
This morning, we ended up going on a fan boat. I've been on fan boats before, and it's one of my favorite ways to ride across the water.
All right, let's do this. I've never been on a fan boat. I didn't know what to expect.
It's always great going out with a pro, especially when we're doing a type of photography that is in their wheelhouse. These type of boats can go where other boats can't.
It gave us some opportunities to see some things we normally wouldn't be able to see. It was pretty incredible.
You know, the key is when you're photographing, if you see fins come out of the water, you've got to get your settings just right. And a lot of times it's dolphins. You know, to capture a dolphin photograph just right, you want to make sure you do it on purpose, not by accident.
Oh, David.
You know, the disappointing part was I'd hoped that they would walk away with a better understanding of humor.
After we made it back out of the tributaries,
Our captain took us to this place called the Sportsman's Lodge.
it was an unexpected stop for us. We came here for the bald eagles and the sunsets, and the last thing we expected to hear was peacocks.
Wild peacocks. It's good.
I think anytime you get to photograph alongside of another photographer, that there's so much that you can learn. I think my bird photography probably improved a little bit as well. David must be really rubbing off on me. Now I feel pretty confident I can shoot a pelican, as opposed to before it was more like a pelican.
Shooting birds with David over the past few days has been great, but now it's time to get the flock out of here.